What do you think about the relatively low cases of COVID in Africa, especially Nigeria? I don't think that they're counting them shits. That's what I think. And the other side of the equation is there was this whole thing I watched about how Africa, there may be something, they can't explain it genetically, I can explain it. They're not counting them shits. That could be one option. And we ain't got no cases. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We're the most populous city on earth. Clearly there's people with COVID. We don't have no cases. Like, really, my nigga? Ain't you the same country where niggas had to pay to use the telephone? Yeah, the telephone's free, but it's going to cost you $5. Not to use the telephone, but to hang it up. Okay? Now, you can use it. It is for free. This telephone is for free. But to hang it up will cost you $50,000. Like, goddamn! Shit. Oh shit. There's places where you can pay to get a negative result. How much is it gonna cost? Do I got COVID? Yes. How much is it gonna cost to get that negative? $5. Like, okay, yeah, I'm negative. Yes, you are. You are negative. Did I say positive? Because I meant negative. That's why I'm maybe, I don't know. But but I did on the other side of thing, that's what I think is happening, to just keep it a whole buck, right? The other side of that is I've seen some really serious research though, where they were talking about there may be something to the genetic makeup. There may be something to other pathogens, where the virus is trying to compete with territory that's already been claimed by other more virulent pathogens, which have somehow changed the immunological system of folks, where they may be catching COVID for sure, but because of the existing pathogens or existing kind of immunological history that they've already had, the virus isn't able to establish itself as quickly, and as opposed to environments like in the shit that we live in, like a clean world where everything is nice and spick and span and everybody's washing their hands and all that other shit. Where in Africa, you might come in other countries, China, different places in South America, you might be coming into contact with all kinds of shit. And it's really just claiming territory in people's bodies. And so there's something to be said about if there's an infestation of worms, do those worms make it harder for people to catch other diseases? That's just a theory. It could be hot bullshit, but that was kind of the serious angle of the research that I had seen. Yeah, where's Smokey the Ghost? Smokey might be able to speak to this. That was one of the things that I seen where people were trying to explain why Africa has such a low a low count. But that's also not true, because Africa, like certain parts of Africa actually have high ass counts, like South Africa or different places. So it's when you start to get into the less sophisticated areas and countries in Africa, there definitely the health system isn't, I mean, they probably can tell you how many people have the flu, right? They probably can tell you basic medical shit because they don't really keep records like that or what have you. And it's only more so countries go there when there's Medicine Sans Frontiers, like Doctors Without Borders and different NGOs. They go to them places in terms of crisis situations and focus on very specific diseases. So malaria, this, that, and third. But all that other shit, they're not counting that shit, right? I mean, it's people walking around in certain countries that have very, very simple, very, very basic we don't do flu in Nigeria. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like the flu, we don't even have that in Nigeria. We just don't even, it is not even here. Like, you definitely have the flu. No, we don't. Yeah, you do. No. Yeah, no. No, we do not have the flu. Like, yes, you do. You have that dude that has the flu right there. He does not have the flu. Do you see a man here with flu? No, I do not have the flu. Like, nigga, you got the flu. I do not have it. It does not exist in Nigeria. But there's places in the world where people, like, very basic things, like you might have, like, very basic orthopedic surgeries. Like, somebody might have fell and, like, say they broke their ankle, or playing soccer and spraying their shit. And there is no urgent care. There is no basic surgery. And they'll just live with that shit and be, like, crippled from a sprained ankle or some shit like that. Maybe not to that extreme, but literally, like, all it takes is a very simple surgery or procedure or bone setting to get their shit back right. Remember, back in the, I want to say about 100 years ago, or 200, 100, and not that long ago, that, not in living memory, but maybe a little bit prior, just a little bit before living memory, nigga, if you broke your leg, if you broke, I forgot which part of your leg, that shit was fatal. Like, if you fell and you broke this, I forgot which part of the leg it was. I'm sure there's some doctor folks or some med school students and some folks on here who know about this. But at one point, it was one type of broken leg where that shit was like 80% fatal. You wouldn't even think about having a broken leg right now being fatal, right? You could tear your motherfucking leg clean off and they'll still be able to save you, right? But at one point in time, if you had a broken leg, that shit was fatal. Because they didn't know how to set it. The femur, right? Yeah. So if you broke your femur, nigga, there was a high, like 80% chance that you were gonna die. So just imagine that is places in the world where there's still, that haven't left too far from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, if you catch some real basic shit, nigga, you gonna die. Like, damn. But shout out to Nigeria. Y'all know I make fun of the Nigerians. But the shit true though. Oh, you want a taxi cab? Okay, check it. I give you taxi cab for free. The taxi cab is for free. But to leave the cab will cost you $20,000. Like, what the fuck, bro? I'm not paying you for the trip. You don't have to pay me for the trip. You pay me to leave the car. Yeah, you better thank God for modern medicine, man. Not even modern medicine. Basic medicine. Like basic shit. Real basic shit. Niggas didn't even know, like, washing your hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, basic hygiene shit. You know, don't sneeze around other people, right? If you sick, go isolate yourself. Type shit. Basic shit. Like, niggas didn't even know about that shit because they didn't even know that germs existed. They thought you was getting that shit from, like, bad habits or a ghost or some shit like that.